Hey, everybody. Now, Real Housewives of Potomac, Robyn just admitted on her podcast with Giselle, Reasonably Shady, that the woman that Karen was saying that Juan was stepping out on her with, the woman that has been presenting text messages recently, conversation, she said that she stopped dealing with Juan, I think, a year ago. And then people are like, why hold on to these messages? Why hold on to receipts from hotels and things like that? Well, you know why? Because it was 100% true. And Robyn admits this on Reasonably Shady. Now, let's take a listen. It's like a minute clip of what she said.
First of all, I was aware of the situation before we filmed season 7.
Right.
And because this young lady was so pressed to tell me and to tell you, Giselle,
yes,
I assume she told the whole cast.
Right, because she DM'd me.
Right. So all of season 7, I'm just like waiting for somebody to bring it up.
Because, Karen is good for thinking she got some tea.
Right. Or anybody. I mean, like that's our life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just ready for it. I'm waiting for it. And so when we're in Mexico and Ashley tells me that Karen, was talking about us, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is it.
Right.
And she talks about some blonde holding hand, him holding hands with a blonde in Georgetown that looks like Karen. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. Right. Whew. So that was, it was kind of comical to me. So then we go down that road. But however, I was already aware of the situation and I expected to talk about it on season 7.
Right.
Now, the situation when it was presented to me was handled, was discussed. It was handled. It was something we had to work through, It was not something that it was just like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah. No.
However, first of all, I was aware of the situation before we filmed season 7.
Right.
And because.
So you heard Robyn. She is saying that she was waiting for it to be presented on the show, and it was presented on the show, and the first thing you did was ran and called Juan when Ashley told you what was going down. And he went off, cursed Robyn out, got highly upset, denied it as usual. So Robyn, where were you ready for it to be presented? Because when it was presented, you denied it or you called Juan. Why did you call him? Did you think he would admit this on TV? Now, I know Karen has been coming at you hard about your wedding, when you're getting married and things like that. But this is what threw it off with the cheating accusation with me with Karen. Is if she would have just left it at Juan was holding hands with some woman in Georgetown, the fact that she's like, she looked like me and then went on to talk about Juan touching her inappropriately. So this made me automatically like, okay, Karen, like, what are you talking about? Are you saying that Juan wants a woman like you? Then she mentioned the whole threesome thing, and she lied and said that Robyn agreed or was down. And then they showed the clip when Robyn clearly said, no, she didn't want a threesome. So this is where the confusion set in. So the fact that that woman that came forward with those receipts is right. I did not believe the receipts. When I saw the hotel receipt and then the text messages, it's like, okay, Juan was clearly messing with this woman. But the fact that Robyn is sitting back acting like, oh yeah, I was waiting for it to come out in season 7. This is, now I get the whole recipe with this show. With all of the shows, we know that they have to have a storyline. You have to have something to, talk about during the season. Now, Robyn said that she wanted this for season 7 when, in all actuality, this is now going to be played out in season 8. This is going to be the new season where they waited because next Sunday is the finale episode, and then we have the reunion. So the season is wrapped up. It's already been shot. Now, all of this coming out now, it's all calculated to now, next season, people are going to want to know about this woman that Juan was cheating on Robyn with that already came forward. And this explains why Karen said this tweet when she's like, folk quick to call it my playing nice out of fear of being revealed when they know I'm the one who can do the revealing. And she says, oh, my bad, that's season 8. So they have it all geared up, ready to go for next season. It's going to be, I guess, Robyn talking about this woman Juan cheated on her with. And then, Robyn, you are dumb as hell to sit here and marry a man again when infidelity was the first problem. And he's doing it again. And you sit here and marry him. I really don't think that they got married. Now, I really do not believe that they are legally married. This is all for show. This does not make sense. Who in their right mind? It's not that much love in the world for you to sit here and remarry a man that already cheated on you, and then literally before you get married again, he did it again. And then when you call him on camera, this is why he acts the way he acts on the show. I've said this 1,000,001 times since I've had this channel. And I keep saying that their love seems fake, forced. You can tell that they're really not into each other. This is all for the sake of them having money in their pocket. This is not a real relationship. This is definitely not a real marriage. And at this point, if this is what you're going to come with for season 8, I'm really thinking of even watching the next season, because I'm tired of Potomac. I'm tired of the lifestyle these women show us. I'm tired of the storylines with all of them. I'm tired of the colorism, accusations amongst everybody when one woman doesn't like another. I'm tired of Potomac. It's starting to become my least favorite franchise. And I'm over it. It's all BS, all of them. So you mean to tell me that Karen into season 8, your storyline is going to be what these women are saying now, as far as this whole blue eyes, and then Charrisse just going in on you, which makes me get into last night's episode, which I wanted to do initially, but this just came out, so I had to talk about this first with Robyn, and that whole reasonably shady that she just dropped is going to be making its rounds all over the place, because everybody is sitting back now saying, Karen was right. Karen was right. There was another woman. So this is all just a ploy to keep people watching. It's all a game. And at this point, Potomac, you all have to do better. All of you. I really may not watch next season. I'm over it. And I'm not even entertained anymore. I'm not entertained anymore with this franchise. I want to see luxury. I want to see a lifestyle. Now, as far as last night's episode, and I'm going to get into Lauren London and what she said on Watch What Happens Live too. But let's just go straight to the strip party, because I didn't have time to really go through the whole episode. I want to talk about what Charrisse is saying about Karen. This is a lot. So the women had Robyn's bachelorette party at the strip club that that Mia said that she worked at, where they serve steak and lobster. So this, to me, was very mediocre. It could have been better. They went, sat, ate, drank. It was some strippers there. They, tipped them. And it's like, Robyn, I didn't even like the dress you had on. I don't know what that was, but I did not like it at all. It was very mediocre. Could have been better. I'm just starting to now notice that the women of Potomac are not showing us the life that we should be seeing on reality TV with these housewives. Aside from the drama, where is the luxury at? I do not see it in none of these women. None of them. Style, anything. It's like literally sea level. Like it's not above water. I'm over it right now. So the women had the bachelorette party, and Charrisse was there just going off about Karen. And on top of that, Wendy and Karen were not invited because Robyn did not want them there. I can understand her not wanting Karen there. But as far as Wendy, I thought you guys made up. I thought you guys were okay. I don't understand. I know you got upset at her because she laughed or whatever she did. But I mean, come on, Robyn. Like, you did the same thing when she was arguing with Mia. I mean, you laughed too. Like, why are you taking it so personal, especially when you and Wendy made up? You guys sat at Candace's party and you made amends. So why are you upset over Wendy laughing at something that apparently was true? That's my whole issue. Like, these women are really playing games with all of the viewers right now, and I'm not appreciating it at all. I really may not watch next season. Once we finish this one out next week and then the reunion, I think I just may put Potomac on pause until they get it together because I'm over it at this point. Now, Charrisse, she was going in on Karen. And this is what's making me think when it comes to Karen. Because Charrisse, she's saying the accusations about Karen and being in rehab and leaving rehab, not finishing it. But she mentioned something last night about, it could have been Giselle. I think it was Giselle that said it, that Karen, I guess, just recently got her license back. She didn't have her license for a minute. And I'm thinking in my mind, okay, why would you get your license taken away? If it's not an accident, like DUI, if it's not an accident or any, reckless driving, DUI, like what? Why did Karen not have her license? They mentioned something about Karen having a driver for years, or Ray getting her a driver. And I guess this is where this whole Blue Eyes came into play, because I guess he was one of Karen's drivers. But Charrisse mentioned that Karen didn't have her license or just got it back. And, it's just now the skeletons are really starting to come out when it comes to Karen. And Charrisse also, which I don't believe about this whole having sex in the bathroom. Like, she was really going in on Karen. She said that Karen was doing things with men in the bathroom. And it's like, I see why Karen does not want you on here. I don't know, out of all of the things Charrisse has accused Karen of, which is true and which is not, but I do not think that everything is 100% false. It's some truth in what Charrisse is saying. I just don't know which of the things that she's saying is true. But I do believe that there was an alcohol issue with Karen at some point. So it's something in that, because this is the reason why Karen goes off the way she does with Charrisse. They didn't have like a 20-year friendship, but they had almost, I guess, a decade-long friendship, or at least 5 or more years, to where they, were friends, and then they had a falling out, whatever happened. But it's something that Charrisse definitely knows when it comes to Karen. It's something. And I don't know if Charrisse will be back next season. They're trying to bring her there by having her come here and be as messy as possible. But the fact that they sat and spoke about Karen and all of this stuff, it's like, I'm not going to really say it's fair game, but it's kind of fair game, because this is what all of these women do. Karen is no exception from being exposed, just like Robyn is being exposed, just like Giselle gets exposed, Ashley gets exposed. It's what happens when you're on the show. And when you sit and just constantly make it about certain women every single season, and then other women are exempt, I don't like that. And for some reason, Potomac, that's what it is. All the other franchises, all of the women, I don't care what dirt it is, it comes out if there's dirt to come out. You know what I mean? And for this one, everyone wants to protect Karen. And it's like, Karen is not as pleasant. Remember all of the stuff she said about Giselle sleeping around, being a hoe at Hampton, and just having a hot box, and all the stuff that she says, the stuff she said about Jamal. It's like, listen, Karen can spit it, but if it's something that is truth and they're bringing it out, it's like, listen, I want to hear it. That's all I'm saying. Robyn really strategized coming out and admitting to all of this literally the week before the finale. This just goes to show that they're all trying to line up all of the stuff to have a season 8. We're going to be left with all wondering and questioning about Karen and about Robyn for next season. And that's what the plan was from the beginning. Because people say, well, how come they didn't just lead with this throughout the whole season? Because they needed to keep some dirt for the next season. And that's why it's working out the way it is. These women all are messy. And I'm just, I really don't know about next season. Then you have Mia, who's sitting here talking about Wendy and claiming that Wendy wanted to eat her out. And it's like, what? Where, like, what are you talking about? Like now, so Wendy is attracted to Mia. This is what Mia is saying. These women are just extremely messy, and Candace, you really played straddle the fence when it came to Karen. I know it's none of your business, but you were sitting there kikiing, agreeing with Charrisse, and you claimed how much you like Charrisse. You said that on Watch What Happens Live last night. So it's no loyalty amongst nobody, is my point. Now, Karen did say to Mia, or gonna say to Mia, like, did you have my back? I think she's gonna say that next week when Mia talks about what Charrisse was saying. And she's gonna say to her, like, did you have my back? And I don't know what Mia's gonna say, but this is what I'm saying. It's a back and forth game because Karen clearly didn't have Mia's back. And she's asking her, did you have my back? It's like I can't with none of these women, with none of them. It's none of these women on this cast are my favorites. None of them. So if Charrisse want to come expose Karen, bring her on to do it. Karen expose Robyn. It's fair game, is what I'm saying. It's fair game. If you got some dirt and you got facts and it's true, or whatever the case is, that's what these women are brought on this show to do. Otherwise, we would not watch it. We wouldn't watch it if there wasn't no drama involved. So, of course, Jacqueline was excluded from Robyn's party, and I can understand why. She's very emotional. She cries too much for me. I did kind of like her in the beginning, but now that I'm watching her and her actions and how she is, I don't think she is even financially ready to be with these women. And this is with these women that's not even showing a lifestyle that they should. I don't think that Jacqueline is ready for that to even be on the cast with these women. She needs a lot of guidance, and she needs to, I don't think she would have a full-time storyline if they were to have her on the show. The only way Jacqueline could be on this show is if Mia was on here and they were still working out their friendship or talking about their friendship. That's the only way Jacqueline could be on here, is if it had to do with Mia. Other than that, solo by herself, she doesn't know these women. She has no relationship with these women, so she has no reason to come on here. So Jacqueline, I see why she wasn't there last night. If her and Mia were on good terms, I'm pretty sure she would have been at that bachelorette party. And I think Mia said something when she was talking to Gordon and saying that Jacqueline was calling her to talk. So she's still trying to reach out to Mia to talk to her. And at this point, it's sad. I don't know why Jacqueline is still reaching out to her. I think she should just let it go. At least for the cameras, let it go. Whatever you do, talk to her behind the scenes, not while you know she's filming and you're calling her. It's like all she's going to do is make you look bad. That's what she's been doing. So I would just leave it alone and just go on about your business. So Deborah, Ashley's friend, she put up a post for Candace and Chris. Because, Candace mentioned her on Watch What Happens Live last night. So this is what she said to Candace and Chris. And it's funny. Look at the Cookie Monster emoji. So she asks Candace and she's like, be sure to keep the same energy when you see me in person, which will be soon. You and Chris both wish y'all could. Wait. She said, you and Chris both wish y'all could eat this Cookie Monster goddess realness. Breakfast is served. Girl, they're just reaching for these 15 minutes, reaching for it. If you have no proof, I don't know what you're talking about. And where will you show this proof? Because I know she posted up in a blue dress a couple days ago as if she went to the reunion, and she could have went. Maybe they didn't announce it yet. Maybe they won't give her airtime. It's happened before with Real Housewives of New Jersey. They had the friend of the show, Tracy. She came, taped, and it didn't even air. So I don't know if Deborah will even air if she was there. So I don't know at what setting she's going to see them in to where they're going to see her in person. I think she another one. She wants to vindicate herself because people are saying she's a liar. You can't really believe what everybody's posting. As of right now, I don't believe you, Deborah. So that's that. I don't know what else to say. Now, on Watch What Happens Live last night, Lauren London was on there with Candace. And I did catch it. And Lauren London, I mean, you are not, yes, you watch The Housewives, but you clearly don't watch What Happens Live. People are dragging her. This is the thing. I don't know why you're dragging her for her own opinion because she said that Robyn was her favorite housewife from Potomac, that Robyn was. And she just didn't want to get messy. She wanted to play it safe. She was being good. She was trying to bring that good vibe. She didn't want to say anything bad about anyone. She didn't want to partake in any of the negativity. And another thing that Andy said that really rubbed her the wrong way was he asked her how was, I think, her kissing scene with Michael B. Jordan. And she got very offended by that. And she's like, basically like, I'm still grieving. I'm grieving. I don't know. And I to myself, I'm like, Andy, why would you say that? Lauren London hasn't been linked romantically to no man since Nipsey. And I don't know how long that's going to take to change that, but she's still going through her grieving process. And she's not trying to sit and talk about her kissing another man, especially a man she's just acting with. It's not like she was out on a date with him. They were working and he asked her about that. She got so mad at that. It was very uncomfortable because, Candace, for her to be paired up with Candace, someone who is who reads for filth, and Candace wants to say what she wants to say. So it's like, I can feel that Candace didn't want to really go there 100%. Because Lauren wasn't there to really feed off that or feed into it. She just wanted to just be there, promote the movie that she has on Netflix. And that pretty much was why she wanted to be there. She didn't want to get into the who she liked and didn't like and who can't this and who can't that. She's in a whole different mindset. You can't really get mad at her for that. But people are dragging her for it. And she said on there, she's like, don't try to drag me because I'm not like gonna interact with it. That she said it on the show. Because she knew people were gonna be mad at what she said or didn't say. So it was pretty interesting. Overall, last night's episode was not great. That's why I only just talked about the bachelorette party. I'm just ready for this season to be done. Next week is the finale. And I can't wait for it to finish. I'm ready for New Jersey to start. I'm over Potomac at this point. I hope they make next season better. Right now, I'm thinking in my mind, I may not watch it. And if I do, I may not even do videos on it because I'm honestly stressed from all of this nonsense that has went down this whole season. These women are getting on my nerves. And all of this favoritism and all of this back and forth every single week when a new episode comes on, I'm over it. Bring it back to how it used to be when the Housewives came on. People are too sensitive right now. People are too judgmental, and they play favorites every single week. And that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the drama, the mess, and that's it. Like I don't care about keeping this one safe and not. What's gonna be revealed is what's gonna be revealed if you bring your life to TV. This one can talk about somebody's husband, but this one can't. It's not, it has to be an equal playing field. No one is safe. Yeah, people can lie on people. I get that. I understand that. But if something's out there and somebody speaks on it on camera, you can't get pissed off like, why are you talking about this? Because they're on reality TV, living their life on reality TV. That is why. I need Giselle to have a storyline next season, a real one. And that's pretty much it. that's it for this video. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll talk to all of you again soon.